All right, welcome back to Trading with Gray, everybody. This video is going to be our weekly breakdown, and we will be going over US30, NASDAQ, and USD, gold, and definitely some Bitcoin. This is going to be a longer video than normal because I am going to be going all through those pairs in depth. So with nothing more to be said, let's hop right into this now. Let's start off with US30. This is going to be daily. So first thing is first, I can tell you that we did break out bullish, so we can see price gave us a little pullback, and now we are here. Let's mark off some levels. Now, one of the first levels I am going to mark off is down here because this to me is our last higher low. Then price broke our last higher high, right? So as of right now, we are currently making a higher high, higher low, and now we are here. Okay, so with that being said, this is to me my last higher low, and as long as price can stay within this zone, I will still continue to look for some type of buying position. This is on the daily, so it will take some time before price actually pulls all the way back down here. Probably take about a week or so. Let's go on down to the 4 hour. One thing I do, or another level that I do want to mark off, is going to be up here because I did catch on the daily that this is some type of support or resistance now turned into support. So we will go down to our 4 hour, and since this zone here or this area key level here is acting as support, when price ever or eventually does pull back here, we will look for potentially another buying position. It won't be until price break below this, retest, have that follow through to continue on down, that we would then sell or change our bias to sells. The next few things that you do want to keep in mind is that this is the 4 hour chart, and price can even pull on back to a 4 hour supply or demand level. And with that being said, we do have some of them right here. So keep in mind that if price does pull back to one of these levels and show us some type of rejection, then price may continue on from one of these levels. If price can give us this deep pullback down here to this major key level, then that would be a bigger play to take price back on up. That does not mean to come in here and scalp price on the way down or scalp price on the way up, right? You have your own bias, and whoever you follow, you will see some in buying positions, you will see some in selling positions, because at the same day, not every trader sees the same thing exactly the same or exactly how you perceive it. Price will continue to be bullish until this last low can be taken out. As long as price can stay above this last high here or this last higher low, then I am looking for a buying position, because at the end of the day, we buy at higher lows in an uptrend, and potentially this could be our last higher low. So I do want to stay with the overall trend. It does not mean you can't find a scalp to take price back on down either, but notice how I said scalp, because I do or am a trend trader. So for me, I am looking for a potential buying opportunity out of this structure piece. For NASDAQ, let's start off same way we did US30. We're going to start off on the daily, erase all of this, and the first thing I like to do is mark off my areas or even my levels, zones, whatever you want to call them. As of right now, I am going to go ahead and mark off right here. This is going to be our last higher low in this structure piece, or has been very bullish since forever, right? So with that being said, I kind of don't really want to go against this trend. It's like the saying, why jump in front of the train? You're not going to stop it, right? So at the end of the day, what do I want, or what am I looking for? Now, two things that I do want to let y'all know is that there is some type of resistance in this area. How do I know? Well, if you take a look over here to the left, you can see that price, or when price came to this area, gave us a big bearish engulfing and rejected, right? Price came all the way back down, which gave us this higher low. If we go ahead and just carry this on over here to the left, you can see that price is and has failed multiple times to break above this level here. I do know that there is sellers up here, or there is some type of resistance, right? So you do want to be careful, because price is currently bullish, but this may very well be a top. But we don't trade tops. What you're going to want to do is wait for price to get broken, break structure, pull back, retest, give you this head and shoulder type pattern, take price back on down. Right now, that's one play. That's a huge play. But at the moment, what are we looking for? Well, we are at resistance. Two things that I am looking for is, can this area down here hold? And if it can, will price break through this level? Because if price does hold here and continue on up, it will break this high, creating a new higher high, coming back, retesting to let us know that this is strong bullish trend. If not, on the flip side of things, we can see price try to, try to break below, come back, like I said, retest somewhere to push price back on down. If price does sell off in this area, I like to say sellers beware of buyers and buyers beware of sellers, because too many times sellers come into the market right here, holding price all the way down. You be up like 100 pips and then price comes all the way back and stops you out. Okay, so if you do become a seller, remember that you want to see these lows get taken out. If price does not break below this low here, then price is still very bullish. As of right now, looking on the 4-hour chart, what I would like to see is price to give us some type of retracement to this zone down here, rejection. And if price can reject, then that means these highs have held, and this would be the next higher low to potentially take price all the way back through, right? So that is what I'm looking for. If not, then we would be looking for selling positions in the future. Okay, now let's move on to pound USD. And like I said, we will start off on the daily. But I have been trading pound USD solid for about 3 years, 4 years now. This one's going to get a little tricky, all right? Because I do have my zone marked off up here. We'll put that in red. I believe that this right here was a high. I do believe that, well, I can't tell you this was the last high. Price came back, and now I am believing that this is our next lower high in the sequence to take price all the way back down here, right? Or even down here. But as of right now, I do believe that this is a high and this is our next high. Okay, I think that pound USD has more potential to the downside than the upside. Okay, I do want, or I would like to see price pull back to our area up here one more time before I do find a selling position to take price back on down, right? That would be a nice entry. But in reality, I'm pretty sure price is going to either go ahead and drop, or I don't know yet. I don't know. I can't even tell you. We're just going to wait. Following structure, I do believe that price can continue up higher, right? Because we do have these last lows down here. Okay, so we are in some type of range because these are our highs and these are our lows. So price can, and you have seen, do whatever it wants, right? Since we are in a range, I do want to wait till one of these highs or one of these lows is taken out. That does not mean you can't come in here and scalp to the downside, scalp to the upside or whatever, but find the real move in this. You want to wait for price to either break out, continue up, break down, give us a pullback to continue back on down. Okay, so that is why pound USD is a little bit tricky, right? We might even have more selling pressure, and I would like to see price come back up here to sell. That's basically it. I'm not really interested in any buying position because, like I said, price did close back under this level down here. So I do think we will get some more rejection out of this. Just like I tell everybody else, I do want to be careful because on the flip side, there is support down here. So many times you have seen price come down, maybe break above to continue on. Too many times you've seen price break down, come back up to continue on even higher, right? And too many times you've seen price do the same thing, come up here and then do this. So at the same time, like I said, I am trying to just be careful and wait till one of these major highs or major lows is taken out so I can give you a better direction. Gold. I have not traded gold in a little bit. I have marked it up, but today is the first day back, so we are going to go over gold. Now, gold has been very bullish. I don't even have to show you that because I'd hope y'all would say the same, right? And I do think gold is like at an all-time high. Okay, so with that being said, I do want to say that we have, this is our last higher low. So since we are just like NASDAQ and everything else, US30, I do want to stay with the trend. Now, I do want to see a deeper pullback. So let's label this off as black. Okay, I do want to see some type of deeper pullback before continuing on back bullish. So if price can come back, retest this level down here, and it's not, I don't put price lines to be exact because, to be honest, like I said, too many times, price has given us a retracement, broken past our zones, came back up, came back, and did something like that. So it does not matter where my level is marked off to the point, because I don't trade like that. Just know if price does come on around this area, give me some type of bullish rejection, then more than likely I'm going to get in that trade bullish. Too many times traders put an emphasis on being precise that they overthink things. Okay, so since we know we are bullish, we have our levels marked off. Now let's go down to the 4 hour. Okay, so we do have another high over here on the left. I'm gonna mark it off. It doesn't really mean much because I do want to see price give me a deeper pullback. But then again, with how price has been very bullish, I don't want to go against that either. Like I said, I don't want price to come here, and there's literally no reason for me to take price back up, because like I said, if you look left, there is no floor. Right, there's nowhere for price to reject. The only place or my only level or zone that I do have is way down here. So more than likely not going to trade gold this week, because it'll just take too long before price comes down here. And I'm not going to come back up here, take the retest to take price on down. Too many times I've done that for price to come halfway down and then give me a big old push up. So I want to stay with the trend, and the trend to me is bullish. So we will wait. Okay, and last but not least, Bitcoin. Now I have not traded Bitcoin. I am waiting for like a specific, like I said, precise movement. And because of that, I did lose out on a lot of money trading on Bitcoin. I didn't lose money as I took a trade. I lost money because I never got in the trade, right? And it's crazy because I did have a cousin ask me on an outlook on Bitcoin, and price was down here and I was calling it as buy. And yeah, when price did end up giving me a pullback or a push up, I called out this move down here to continue on up, and then I never got it in either. Okay, so a couple things with Bitcoin, right? We are at or near around the all-time highs, or we are creating new all-time highs. At the end of the day, you do want to be careful. Too many times have I seen us at an all-time high to end up breaking down below and then doing some monster move like this. Okay, so you just want to be careful with that. If price can continue to print bullish and break above this loan, then yes, more than likely we will see an even higher push up, right? So this might be like the breakout candle. Too many times have we seen at an all-time high, price maybe pop up, come down, and then do something like this, and then everybody's over, right? Everyone accounts is over. Do want to be careful, okay? But let's go ahead and mark off our areas. We do have some type of area down here. We mark that off in red, yellow. Okay, so we're gonna mark off that one, maybe even down here, and then our last low is gonna be down here, right? So at the end of the day, like we marked off US30, as long as price stays above here or even here, we will continue bullish. Don't let none of this trick you out, because at the end of the day, we have buyers down here and support. Okay, so like I said, too many times y'all get in this, come down here, sell this, come down here, forget about this support, and then price takes y'all out. Before I really can feel comfortable calling this or calling Bitcoin bearish, I do want this low to get taken out. Price eventually does within the year take these lows out, come back up, give us a retest somewhere, and then continue back on down. You're gonna hear me calling Bitcoin's done. Okay, Bitcoin's coming down. Till then, be careful, because we are very bullish. I were to come down here and trade this on the 4 hour. Let me see. To be honest, I would just look for rejection at our yellow zones, because at the end of the day, they are our last highs. So this is going to continue to print bullish until these highs or these lows get taken out. Once those get taken out, you'll see structure change, give us some more to push on down. I am looking for buying positions if I was buying Bitcoin, but I am looking for a bigger move. So all of this is irrelevant to me. I want to see the bigger picture.